Welcome to Foundations of Character. I'm Scott Wilkinson and this is my channel. This is pre-frame video number 2. And today I'm going to walk you through something I have never seen explained clearly on YouTube. And honestly, I looked for years. Today I'm going to explain to you the first 2 epochs of child development and the first 2 epochs of parent development. At the end of this video, I'll list all 4 epochs so you can see the big picture, and I'll put a link in the description to the video covering epochs 3 and 4. And let me say this up front. Understanding these first 2 epochs is absolutely critical to raising great kids. If you get epochs number 1 and number 2 right, the rest of parenting gets much easier. Let's get into it. What is an epoch? An epoch is a period of time that marks a new phase of development. I like the word epoch because it gives weight to the moment. It tells parents, pay attention. Something important is happening here. And trust me, the first 2 epochs of childhood are is where most of your child's entire future gets shaped. I've now spent 34 years running a martial arts school, working with tens of thousands of families, and over I saw parents react to problems after their child struggled instead of preparing them before the struggle happened. So this video is all about helping you be proactive, not reactive, and hopefully getting you to think about child development a little bit different. So here we go. Epoch number 1, child development ages 0 to 6. Let's start with something every parent needs burned into their mind. From birth to age 6, children learn at a genius pace. It's unbelievable how much they absorb, understand, mimic, and internalize. Think of your child's mind like a clean computer hard drive. No programs installed yet, just a basic operating system. And you are the programmer. Now, during epoch number 1, your child will learn how to walk, talk, run, jump, move, how to speak, listen, and communicate, how to follow routines. They'll learn manners, saying please and thank you, yes sir, yes ma'am, social skills, taking turns, sharing, giving, emotional expressions. Maybe some early academics, ABCs, numbers, colors, reading, basics, chores and family responsibility, what family means, what rules mean, how consequences work and what that is, whether mom and dad are really in charge, whether learning is good, whether telling the truth even matters, how imagination works, what love feels like, what God is, what church is. There's so much. Things like what kindness looks like, what harmful behavior looks like, how to keep themselves safe, what it means to obey, what it means to be respectful. And that is the short list. That's just all the things I could think of off the top of my head. If you wrote down every new skill your child learned from ages 0 to 6, you'd fill up a notebook every month. Now, your goal by age 6 is to have a fully functional child who uses manners, tells the truth, can communicate clearly, is kind and safe with others, understands rewards and consequences, follows your instructions immediately, helps with basic chores, knows the hierarchy of the home, has an imagination and never loses it, loves learning, knows that God comes first, family comes second, everything else is third. And let me add this, screens do not build imaginations, books do. Screens supply the images and books demand creativity. So read to your child every day. It trains the mind, not just the eyes. And where should socialization begin? Simple, home and church. Church gives your child positive role models, a community with similar values, safe friends, and most importantly, the repetition of the morals you're teaching at home. Church is early protection from human culture, which I'll talk about in video number 4. Now for the parents, and this is something I've never seen anyone talk about. Epoch number 1 for parents. Your first role for ages 0 to 6 is very clear. Nurturer and teacher. You meet their needs, you show affection, you keep them safe, you give structure, you teach manners, routines, language, boundaries, and behavior. And most importantly, you lead by example, because children don't follow words, they follow actions. If they see kindness, they copy kindness. If they see discipline, they copy discipline. And if they see you reading, they want to read. If they see you pray, they will pray. During Epoch 1, you are building the foundation of who your child will become. And do not be fooled into thinking they are too young to learn the concepts I described. Now moving on to Epoch number 2 of child development, which is ages 7 to 12. Epoch 2 is where things get interesting. This is the socialization and preparation epoch. Your child steps into the real world for the first time. They're going to experience new things like school, teachers, coaches, peers, rules, systems, expectations, influence, conflict, pressure. This is the first time your child experiences life without you right there next to them. Now they'll learn some cool things too, like reading, writing, math, science, teamwork, grades and consequences for not doing your work, sports and effort, how to play games correctly, emotional regulation, how to navigate rules in various circumstances, how to handle conflict, how to deal with peer pressure, what bullying looks like and maybe even feels like, who to trust, who not to trust, what trust even is, what cool is, what shame feels like. They'll learn how to manage their fear, and they'll start figuring out what kind of kid they want to be. They'll have to learn how to survive socially, and yes, they will hear about things you wish they wouldn't, like bad words and talk about inappropriate topics. They'll start telling harmful jokes. They might have poor behavior or start acting out. They'll experience peer pressure, dishonesty, cruelty, social manipulation. And this is where the tug begins between family values and the world's values. Your child will see things at school that contradict what you taught them at home. That's confusing unless you talk to them proactively and consistently. If you don't talk to them, the world will talk to them. And the world does not care about your child's character. Your job is to protect everything you built in Epoch number 1. Now, Epoch number 2 for the parents for ages 7 to 12. Your role now has 3 parts. Number 1, you're a visionary. Your child cannot think about the future. They don't connect decisions to long-term outcomes. There are some decisions they are not qualified to make, so you must be the one who plans ahead, sets expectations, explains the why behind everything, prepares them for what's coming with puberty, designs the social environment that they're going to be exposed to. Parents who don't plan become reactive, and parents who do plan become leaders. Now your second role for this age will be disciplinarian. Now discipline does not mean punishment. Discipline means a way of doing something. It means to teach or be taught. This epoch is where you build routines, reinforce habits, teach responsibility, establish family ways of doing things, practice consistency, have lots of dialogue. You correct behavior, reward good choices, enforce consequences. You're building the operating system of your family at this age. And your third and final role for this epoch is you're now a protector. Now, you're not going to protect them from consequences. You're going to protect them from harm. You got to protect their physical well-being, emotional well-being, mental well-being, and spiritual well-being. How do you do that? Well, you're going to have to project strength. Your children read your emotional posture. If you're calm, they become calm. If you're confident, they're confident. If you treat faith serious, they treat faith serious. Put them in environments that reinforce your values, like church, character-based sports, martial arts, great one, and teams with clear structure. Expose them to mentors who care, activities that build discipline, and eat dinner as a family. Talk every day, know their friends, do activities together, and keep screens under control heavily. Every decision you make in this epoch shapes who they become in Epoch 3. Now, those are the first 2 epochs, and in my opinion, they are the most important. If you lay a strong foundation in Epoch 1 and protect and strengthen it in Epoch 2, the teenage years become a lot more manageable. Now, here are the 4 epochs altogether for the kids. Foundations is age 0 to 6. Socialization and preparation is 7 to 12. And 3 is puberty is adulthood. That's 13 to 18. And full independence is 18 until they get married. And here are the parent epochs. Number 1 is nurturer and teacher. Number 2 is visionary, disciplinarian, and protector. Number 3 is guide and enforcer. And number 4 is mentor. Now, if you want to watch the next pre-frame video about epochs 3 and 4, I'll put the link in the description. And I hope this video gets you to thinking about timelines, roles, expectation, and the real urgency of childhood. The way I see it, and I raise my kids with this thought, you have 12 years to build that foundation. After that, puberty arrives and the world gets very loud. So be proactive, be intentional, and be the parent your child needs in whatever epoch you're in right now. And you know this has been valuable. So subscribe or leave me a comment or both. I'm Scott Wilkinson, and this is Foundations of Character.